Hi, everybody. Hello. I am back again. How are you all? I'm waiting for people to join. This is Yashika back again. Swiflearn has come up with a new video, a very new and interesting topic for you all. I hope you all are doing very well. And I know that you were eagerly waiting for a new video and a new topic, of course. So we are back again with a very nice and interesting topic for you. So I'm waiting for more people to join. Hi, Anugya. Hi, Sasmita. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well. This is weekend, and weekend is a great opportunity to learn. So we all are going to learn a new lesson, a new topic, and of course, we are going to enjoy. So I'm waiting for people to join so that we can start with the lesson and start the language learning journey. Do you remember what did we do in the previous YouTube live session? If you remember, we started from synonym antonyms, we did verbs also, and we did adjectives in the last session. We did phrasal verbs, a new topic and a very knowledgeable topic. Hi Dibya, hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. So, are we ready to start? Shall we start the lesson? Is everybody ready? Yes, Anugya, Dibya. If you are ready, then let's start the lesson. All right. So I am going to start with everything now without wasting much time of yours. But before I start with the lesson, how can I forget you to tell that why Swiflearn is so important for you? So, we are here with Swiflearn, India's most sincere learning destination for classes 3 to 10. I know that you already know about Swiflearn, but there are a few points that you should know that why Swiflearn is so important to join and what are you waiting for. So let's start. You know that Swiflearn is going to provide you 100% live and interactive classes. Please mind the words 100% live and interactive classes. We are going to give you personalized attention because our batches are going to have maximum 6 students. Isn't it interesting? You are going to study with maximum 6 students, enhance your language skills, and enjoy at the same time. We have a dedicated academic mentor team to track and work on your progress. We are going to work on your progress and track that how much you have learned and what else you need to learn. We cover syllabus as per the school exam schedule, and we also handle some custom requests. So what is going to happen here? We are not only going to cover the syllabus provided by your school, but we can also handle some custom requests. If you have any special request for us and you require our help, we are always there to help you. So this was all about SwiftLearn. Let's move forward and see what else do we have here. So these are some very important key features of SwiftLearn. SwiftLearn is going to give you detailed progress reports so that you can analyze and observe that where do you stand. SwiftLearn has another interesting thing for you, which is SwiftLearn Academic Test Series, also called as SATs. It is an exam, a competitive exam, like you sit for Olympiad and other examinations. So this is also an exam conducted by SwiftLearn team. And here you are going to get a competitive feeling, and at the same time, you are going to improve your knowledge. That's the plus point. The best part is you can take unlimited practice tests here at SwiftLearn and subjective tests for school exams. Not only objective tests, subjective tests too. So these are the key features that you should know about SwiftLearn. So what are you waiting for? Book your free demo session soon. And finally, the most important thing, don't forget to subscribe the channel, press the bell icon so that you don't miss any important update. Like, comment and share this video with your friends to pass on the knowledge with them. So finally, we are going to start with today's lesson. And what are we going to do today? We are going to learn formal letter writing. Yes, this is the topic that we are going to do today. Different from other grammar topics, yes? Formal letter. So, before we start with the lesson, let's talk about what letters are and why letters are so important for us. All right. So, nowadays, what is happening that we all are having mobiles, we are having computers, we are having laptops, of course we are having WhatsApp, we are having Facebook, so we can communicate with each other by the means of these things also. But what happened in ancient times, in previous times, earlier what happened, we only had letter as the main source of communication. People used to communicate with each other with the means of letters, right? So you must be feeling that what is the use of letter nowadays? We are having WhatsApp, we are having Facebook, and we are having other things, other means of communication. So, what is the use of letters in this age? But let me tell you that letters are a very important part of our life, especially formal letters. So, that is why we are going to learn the art of letter writing today. You will learn the beautiful art of letter writing to score extra marks in your exam. Let's start. So, what is formal letter? It is the letter that is written in formal language. So, let's differentiate between informal and formal language. What is informal language? Informal language is the language that you use between when you're talking to your friends, when you're talking to your relatives. You don't have to be very formal with them. But when you are talking to somebody like an official, like your school principal, your school teacher, or any other professional, you need to have formal language. You cannot speak informally with them, right? So, this is why we require formal letters in our life. When we want to express our views and communicate with some people who have some proper designations, like the principal, teacher, any other official, so we need to write a formal letter to them. Written letter. A written letter has various purposes. So, letter written for formal and official purpose is called a formal letter, right? So, for example, if you write a letter to your cousin asking her that whether she will be visiting you these vacations or not, so that is not a formal letter. That's informal letter because you are not going to use a formal language and it is not being written for official purpose. But at the same time, if you write that letter to your school principal asking for vacation, that can she grant you a few leaves? For example, you are sick and you want to ask your principal to grant you a few leaves, you want to request her to grant you a few leaves, then you need to write a formal letter to the principal. You cannot say and ask her. You need to give this in writing. So, this is called a formal letter used for official purposes. So, I hope now you have understood what a formal letter is and for what purposes do we need it. Is that clear? Did you get to know that what a formal letter is? So now let's proceed further and see need to write a formal letter. Why do we need to write a formal letter? We need to write a formal letter because formal letter is used to convey official message, information or views. Formal letters are written for different purposes. For example, you want to write a complaint. Let's take an example. You live in your house and you are observing that your water pipeline is not working, and you are really irritated by this thing, and you are really frustrated that why the water pipeline is not working. So you need to write a formal letter to water department of your state, right? This is an example of a complaint. Now secondly, to request for some information. For example, you need to request for the information from the water department that how long it will take for the water services to resume. Then also you have to write an official letter to the water department. Sometimes you need to give some information to some people. Then also you need to write a formal letter. For example, you need to inform your school principal or your teacher that you will not be able to attend the classes for the next few days. In that case, also you need to write a formal letter. So, formal letter has a lot of uses and a lot of purposes. So I can see a question written in the comment box that what is the difference between formal letter and application. So the difference between a formal letter and application is applications are mostly written for request. Whenever you want to request a person for something, for example, you are writing a leave application to your principal. In that case, you are writing an application to request your principal for something. But letter is not always written for request. As I told you, it can be written to raise a complaint. It can also be written to give some information, and it can also be written for some other purposes. Okay. But application is mostly written to request somebody to do something for you. In the case of grievances, when you want to request somebody, that is the purpose of an application, and this is the purpose of a formal letter. So letter is mostly given to give some information, request for some information, or to complain. But application is written to request for something. All right. So let's move forward and see that how do we write a formal letter. So here is the format of formal letter in front of you. The first element or the first component of your formal letter is address. Start writing a letter to the principal from the right hand side of the page. We need to start with our address followed by the date. So please keep these things in your mind that there is a format of writing a formal letter. Format means how to write it and what is the information that you're going to include in your formal letter. Okay. So keep this in your mind. The very first thing that we need to include in our formal letter is address. After address, what do we write? We write the date. So address is followed by the date. Let's see. Never miss writing the date on the right hand side while writing the letter. It becomes very difficult when we need to specify some reference. So, two things you have to keep in your mind right now, that first, you need to write the address, and the secondly, you need to write the date. Now, see, this is a formal letter, an official letter, which is being written to your school principal. So, you also need to greet your principal. Start writing the letter from the left hand side of the page. Now you will be thinking, just now ma'am said that write the address and date on the right hand side, and now she is saying that start writing the letter from the left hand side. Yes. So this is the difference. What you have to do, you will write the address and the date on the right hand side. First the address, okay, then followed by the date. Below the address, you write the date. After writing the date and address on the right hand side, what do? You will start writing your letter from the left hand side to the principal, followed by the official address. Now, you need to keep one more thing in your mind. I am going to show you one thing. See, here is a letter. You are writing the address, you are writing the date, and then what you are going to do? You here have the, see, here is the address, here is the date on the right hand side. This is your address. Okay, not the principal's address. This is your address. C103 Rajyog Apartments, Veer Desai Marg, Mumbai, and do not forget to write the pin code of your area. This is how the date is written. I am showing you how the date is written, Bharashat Ali. You can see here, the complete date is written here, 29th September 2020. First you write the day, then the month and the year. So this is how the date is written in the letter. You don't write it like this. I would like to tell you, please don't write it like this. The complete date has to be written. First the day, then your month, and then the year. So now I told you how to write the address, your address on date on the right hand side. You can see this is the right hand side corner of your page. After writing the address and the date, what you are going to do? You will be writing to, then the salutation. Salutation means to whom you are writing the letter. You are writing the letter to the principal. So you have to mention it here, the principal, followed by the official address. So on the right hand side, you were writing your own address and you were writing the date. Okay. But on the left hand side, when you have started the letter, you have to write to, then the salutation, and followed by the official address of the principal. Here you are not going to write your own address. Your address is coming here on the right hand side. Once you do this, what is the next step? You are going to write the subject of the letter. After writing the salutation, you need to mention the subject line in capital letters. Now you must be thinking that what is the subject line here? Subject means the purpose for which you are writing the letter to the principal. There could be a number of reasons why you are writing the letter. For example, you are writing the letter to the principal to request her to grant you a few leaves. Sick leave, you are sick and you want a few leaves from the principal, or you would like to write a letter to the principal for something else. So whatever the reason is, that reason, that purpose is known as the subject of the letter. I hope the subject of the letter is clear to you. Here it is written that subject of the letter mentions the purpose of writing. It highlights your topic, that why are you writing this letter. It needs to be written in capital letters. It should be clear to the reader that why you are writing the letter. Let's take an example here. These days we write emails. So emails is also kind of a letter only, but that's an electronic mail, right? So what we are going to do, we write an email in the laptop or the computer. So it is basically a digital letter. But these kind of letters are handwritten letters. So what happens here, when you write an email also, when you compose the email, you mention the subject there, that why are you writing the email. Similarly, when you are writing a letter, you mention the subject in the letter also, that what is the purpose of your writing, why are you writing the letter to the principal. So subject starts from the left hand side, and after skipping a line after the greeting. Now keep it in your mind. Yes, Sashmita, you are correct that, for example, your reason is you will not be able to attend the class. So you have to write this in the capital letters and mention it as your subject. Okay. So keep this thing in your mind that your subject starts from the left hand side. Okay. And after skipping a line after the greeting, I will show you how we do that. Now see, you have written to the principal. This is the salutation, which means you are writing the position of the person, the designation of the person, whether that is the principal, that is your headmistress, that is your teacher, or that is the accounts officer, or that is any officer. You have to write the position of that person. You have to write the salutation here on the left hand side. Then you are writing the official address of your school. Can you see? And please do not forget to mention the pin code. This is very important. Then here you have subject of your formal letter. The subject is application for leave. So this is the subject or the purpose of why you are writing the letter. This is the purpose of your letter. Application for leave. Now here you have greeting. After writing the subject on the left hand side, you write the greeting here. Of course, you are writing the letter to a respected person. You are writing the letter to an official, a professional. So you need to greet that person first before starting the main body of the letter. So you will write respected sir, respected ma'am, depending upon the gender. Okay, respected sir, or if you don't know the gender of that person to whom you are writing the letter, you can write sir slash, you can write sir slash madam. Okay, so this happens in the case where you don't know and you are not aware of the gender of the person to whom you are writing the letter. So please keep this thing in your mind that once you have written the subject, after that you need to write the greeting. Okay, respected sir or respected ma'am. And then the main body of your letter starts. Once again, I'm going to revise what we have learned so far. So let us move backwards and see. This is how you started the letter. On the right hand side, please keep this in your mind. On the right hand side, write your own address where you live. Once you have written the address, write the complete date below the address. The complete date like this. For example, what is the date today? Today is 19th December. So how do you write it? You write the date as 19th December 2020. Are you understanding? Please don't write that short form of the date. So this was the first part when you wrote the address and then you wrote the date on the right hand side of your letter. Once you are done with writing your own address and date, you move forward. You write to on the left hand side of your letter. This is the salutation. This is the official address of the person to whom you are writing the letter. Then you have the subject. In the subject, you have to mention the reason why you are writing the letter. And then you have to greet the person by saying respected sir or respected ma'am according to the gender of the person. I hope everything is clear until here. You are able to understand? Yes, Dibya, Mahima Chaudhary, Anugya. I hope this is clear to you. Yes? All right. So once you have done all of this, okay, now it's time to begin with your main body of the letter. Now you are actually going to write the content. Actually, you are going to explain the situation and express your views for which you have written the letter. Hi, Manya, how are you? All right, so let's start. So I told you, write the address, the date on the right hand side. Then on the left hand side, what you're going to write to the principal, which is the salutation, official address of the principal. After that, what you are going to write? You are going to write the subject in capital letters. After the subject, greet the person. Once you have done the greeting, you have the body of the letter. After the subject line, start writing the letter. Okay, see, after the subject line, you have written the greeting. Respected sir, respected madam. You can write this as the greeting and then start the letter with a brief introduction of the purpose. For example, you are writing a letter to the principal requesting him or her for leave. Then you have to first give a brief introduction of the purpose, that why are you writing the letter and why writing this letter is so important for you. All right. So what we are going to do? Let's learn how to write the body of the letter, because the format of the letter remains the same in every letter, right? You know where you need to write the address, you know where you need to write the date and the greeting, but the way you compose your letter, the way you write the body of the letter, that is the main thing, and this is the main battle. So this is what you need to learn. Let's start, and I'm going to show you how to write the body of the letter. So the subject here is application for leave. So this is how we are going to start the letter. I, Akash, Survey, studying in 8th grade in your school, is writing this letter to seek your permission. I have been selected for National Chess Championship, which will be conducted next month at Delhi. So first you have given a brief introduction. You will not directly start that please grant me a leave. I am asking you to grant me a leave, ma'am. Please grant me a leave. No, don't directly start from this. First, you have to give a brief introduction. Tell about yourself. Who are you as a person? Okay, so tell that I am Akash Survey studying in 8th grade in your school, and why I'm writing this letter. I am writing this letter to seek your permission. I have been selected for National Chess Championship, which will be conducted next month at Delhi. So first you have given a brief introduction to tell your principal and to make her aware of what you are writing. The competition will be held on 24th and 25th of October. Please don't forget to mention the important dates. The competition will be held on 24th and 25th of October. I need permission to take a leave for 1 week. Mention the duration for which you need. Okay, so I need permission to take a leave for 1 week starting from 22nd till 29th October. So you need to mention the duration of your leave also. When are your leaves going to start and when they are going to get over? So please mention the duration clearly, and the dates also should be mentioned clearly in your body of letter. I assure you that I will complete all the work which I'll be missing with the help of my teachers and classmates. I also assure you to give my best at the competition and make our college feel proud. I would be really grateful for the same. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Akash Survey 8th B. So this is the sign off. Can you see here? This last part of your letter, this is called signing off. Signing off means how you are concluding the letter. How you started your letter. You started your letter with the designation of the principal. You started with the official address. Then you wrote the subject. You greeted her. Now you need to conclude your letter in a proper way. Two things are very important: the beginning and the conclusion. So, the beginning of the letter should be perfect, and at the same time, your conclusion should be perfect. So, this is called signing off. How you are concluding the letter. You are saying, thanking you, yours faithfully. You are having a faith in your principal that she will try to understand your situation and hence grant you the leave. So you will write yours faithfully. Sometimes we write yours sincerely also. So it depends upon the subject or the purpose of your letter. Whether if you are asking, you are making a request. Okay, then you need to write yours faithfully, because you are having faith in that person, that the person will grant you your leave, or the person will try to understand your situation. And if you are trying to give some information, you are not requesting for something, then you can also write yours sincerely. Okay, so you can use yours faithfully, yours sincerely, depending upon the purpose of your letter. Then you have to write your name at the end of the letter, and also your class or whatever your position is. Okay, do not forget to do that. So now what we have done, we have learned how to write a formal letter to the principal. Now let's revise once again. How did we start? We started with writing our own address on the right hand side. Write the complete address, your street, your plot number, your state, your city, and followed by the pin code. Complete address you need to write. After that, on the right hand side, you have to write the complete date in this form. Complete date, the day, the month, and the year. You can use yours obediently also. Bashrat Ali, this answer is for you. You can use yours obediently, you can use yours faithfully, yours sincerely. But in case you are requesting the person, then yours faithfully is most commonly used. Okay? Now, let's move forward. After writing the complete address and complete date on the right hand side, please keep into your mind, right hand side, on the left hand side, write to, then the salutation, whether that is the principal, that is the headmistress, or any other official. Write the complete official address along with the pin code, and finally write the subject in bold, in capital letters. For example, here the subject is application for leave. Application for leave. Then don't forget to write a greeting. Respected sir, dear sir, respected ma'am, dear ma'am. Don't forget to write the greeting on the left hand side. Once you are done with all of this, start with the body of your letter. And in the body of your letter, what you are going to do? First, give a brief introduction of the purpose for which you are writing the letter. Tell about yourself, who you are, in which class are you studying. If you are in school, tell about your class. If you are in college, tell about the course or the year, first year, second year, third year in which you are studying. Okay, so after giving a brief introduction of yourself and why you are writing this letter, you will move forward and you will be writing all the important details. Don't forget to include the important dates and the duration. You are asking for leave, na? You have written application for leave, so you have to mention the duration of the leave, for how long you need the leave, how long you require the holidays. Okay, then once you have conveyed your points, once you have expressed everything, you need to assure that you are missing the school. So you are assuring your principal that I will complete all the work on time. Conclude your letter like this, by assuring her that I will complete all the work on time, and at the same time, I'll perform the best in the competition also. Okay, once your body of letter has been completed, all the important details you have included in the body of the letter, you will sign off. Sign off means to conclude. You will write thanking you, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours obediently. Any one of these you can write. Then your name, and finally your position, your class. Okay. So, this was the perfect way of writing a formal letter in your school exams, and not only in your school exams, also in your real life. Don't feel that writing letters are just limited for scoring marks in your exams. No, the purpose is not only scoring marks in your exams. The purpose of learning letter writing and application writing is to apply in your real life. Okay, please don't think about the school marks or only about the exams. Letter writing or everything English grammar is not only related to gaining school marks. We have a lot more purposes. So let's move forward. What you have done now? You have learned how to write a letter to your school principal if you want to ask for leave. Okay. Now, this is the second example that I'm going to show you, in which we will learn how to write a letter to the school principal asking for or request for reduction in fees. So now here your subject has changed. You are not writing the letter to request your principal for leave. You are requesting for reduction in fees. Reduction means फीस को कम करवाने के लिए. To get your fees reduced, you are writing a letter you to the school principal. This is a request to your school principal. All right. Okay, so let's start and see how do we write a letter to the principal to seek reduction in fees. Let's start. So this is the left hand side of our letter. What do we write on the left hand side? To the principal, RK College, Mulund West, Mumbai. So this is the complete address along with the pin code. Now, what is the subject this time? The subject is not application for leave. The subject is request for reduction in fees. After writing the subject in capital letters, you have to write the greeting. Respected Sir, I, Meenal Surana of first year, studying in your esteemed institution, would request you on behalf of the whole class. Read this line properly. On behalf of the whole class. Due to the ongoing pandemic, all the students and their families are facing major financial crisis. We request you to consider the payment of fees and alter it by reducing it to some extent. We do understand that the college is facing the ongoing expenses, but kindly look into this matter. We would appreciate if the college authorities would help the students to their best. Thanking you. Yours sincerely, Meenal Surana, FYJCA. So, this is a name of the course in which the student is currently studying. So, what happened in this letter? This letter was written to the college principal. Why? Why this letter was written? Because the students are facing a pandemic. Hence, they wanted to request their principal for the reduction in fees. So, they thought of writing a letter. So only one person has written this letter. The name of that person is Meenal Surana. And that person is writing the letter to the college principal on behalf of the whole class. Because this issue is not only related to us. This issue is related to the whole class. Right? Some issues are personal and some issues are public. So this is a public issue. So this letter has been written by Meenal, a person Meenal, on behalf of the whole class. And what she has conveyed in the letter, she has conveyed that due to the ongoing pandemic, all the students are facing financial crisis. Hence, Meenal is requesting the principal to alter the fees structure. Alter means to change it a little bit to some extent. Okay, and she has also written that we are understanding college is also having its own ongoing expenses, but we request you to kindly look into this matter. So, what I'm telling you now, don't forget to use the words like kindly, sincerely, thanking you. This is the core strength of a formal letter. In a formal letter, it is very important for you to keep in your mind these formal words: kindly, sincerely, thanking you. These are the formal words that you really need to write in your letter, and which will help your letter to make a very nice impression on the reader. Whenever you write such kind of letters, kindly, sincerely, thanking you, it actually creates a great impression on the reader, and the chances gets increased that the reader is actually going to accept your point of view. All right. So in the last, how Meenal has concluded. The meaning of behalf is, Manya has asked me a question that what is the meaning of behalf. The meaning of behalf in Hindi is कि मैं सबके behalf पे letter लिख रही हूँ. I am including all the children in this. मैं सबकी ओर से लिख रही हूँ. Are you understanding, Manya? On behalf means सबकी ओर से. आपने सबके point of view यहाँ पर include किए हैं. You are including everybody's point of view. You have included the whole class's point of view in this. आप सबकी ओर से लिख रहे हो. You are not only writing on your own behalf, आप सबकी ओर से लिख रहे हो. Okay, Manya? So this is the correct meaning of behalf in Hindi. Now, how we have concluded the letter, we would appreciate if the college authorities would help the students. So, did you see another line? We would appreciate. Very important line to be written. Okay? You have to write this line. We would appreciate if the college authorities would help the students to their best. So these kind of lines, when you write them in your letter, they not only help you in scoring good marks, but they also create a very nice impression on the reader. Thank you so much, Mahima Chaudhary. I have read your comment. All right. So now what happened here? We have concluded the letter. Finally, say thank you. Write yours sincerely, yours obediently, yours faithfully, anything. Write your name, the course in which you are studying, and finally you are done with letter writing. So now everybody, please type in the comment box and tell me that did you like this letter writing thing? Did you like how to write a formal letter, and have you understood? If you have understood, please type yes in the comment box. Divya, the meaning of college authorities means the management of college. People who are running the college, जो college को चला रहे हैं. Okay, all the people who are running the college, they are called as college authorities. उनको हम कहते हैं college authorities. I hope that is clear. Okay, so everybody has written yes here. So I feel the art of letter writing and formal letter writing is clear to you all. So now we have some practice questions here. What you all can do, you all can take a screenshot of these questions and try writing a few letters at your home. So this is the first one. Write a letter to your principal inviting him for the annual day program held in your school. So now see what you are doing. Here you are not requesting anybody. You are not requesting the school principal. You are sending an invitation to the school principal. So you are going to change the subject now. Keep it in your mind. What is going to be the subject? The subject is going to be invitation for school annual day program. Yes, Bashrat Ali, I will definitely make a video on report writing and essay writing for sure. It is coming very soon. All right. So now, please see. if you are writing a letter to your school principal to invite her for the school annual day program, so this is going to be your subject: invitation for school annual day program. So you have to change your subject according to the purpose of your letter. One more tip I would like to give you: please make your subject as short as possible, as precise as possible. Do not write big lines in the subject. Your subject should be written in 3 to 4 lines, 3 to 4 words, and that is enough. Maximum you can write one line in your subject, but try to use only 3 to 4 words in your subject. Try to make it as short and as precise as possible. Convey all your thoughts in the body of your letter, but your subject should be short and precise. Okay? Yes, Mahima Chaudhary, you can watch the past classes. I have uploaded a video on verbs also. Okay? I have uploaded a video on verbs, so you can definitely watch the past class. Now, this was the first example. Now, this is the second example. Write a letter to your principal regarding the issues faced by the children due to the long school hours. Oh my God. So, this is a very nice topic, and everybody must be liking it. That you are going to write a letter to your principal that you are facing some issues because of the long school hours. So, what are you going to do here? You have to change the subject again. So, what is the subject that you will write here? Remember, it should be short and precise. Issues. So, this you can write as the subject, and you can also make it shorter by writing long school hours. You can make your subject shorter like this. So always try to make your subject short and precise, and try to convey the information in short words. Now, finally, what is going to happen here? I have told you how to write the subject of the letter, where to write the address, where to write the date, and where to write the designation, where to write the greeting. Everything I have told you. So, just like I told you in the previous classes, also, there is a benefit of attending Swiflearn classes. And what's the benefit? That in each class you get a word of the day, and the word of the day always adds new words to your knowledge and improves your vocabulary. So, what is the word of the day today? Yes, everybody, can you see the word of the day? Yes, say yes or no. So, what is this word? Tirade. What word is this? Tirade. Please learn the pronunciation of the word tirade. What is the meaning of tirade? A speech of violent denunciation. Now, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of denunciation? Anybody knows? Yes? If anybody knows, type it in the comment box quickly. Yes, everybody, I'm waiting. So, tirade basically means a speech of violent denunciation, which means Dave launched into a tirade against the church. Tirade means you are saying something against someone. Okay, so in simple language, it means saying something against someone. A long or angry speech in which there is a lot of criticism and something against people. Are you understanding? So, tirade is basically a long speech in which there is a lot of criticism, and it is a long and angry speech. I hope you have understood the meaning of tirade now. A long speech in which there is a lot of criticism, and it is basically an angry speech. Okay? Yes. So, Mahima Chaudhary, I have told you the meaning of tirade, a long, angry speech with a lot of criticism. For example, you are writing a speech against anybody with a lot of criticism. It is very long and has a lot of anger in it. Okay. So, that's the meaning of tirade. So, here we have done the word of the day. Finally, we have completed formal letter writing. We have done a lot of examples. Let's quickly revise what did we do today. Here is the revision, everybody. Once again, I'm telling you how to write formal letter for those who joined late. Let's quickly revise. So, how you are going to start with the letter? First, you will write the address, your own address, which has to be written on the right hand side. Complete address, your house number, your block, your street, your state, your city, your town, and your pin code. After that, below the address, write the complete date with the day, the month, and the year. After writing the date, you have to write the greetings and salutation. Here you have to write the salutation for whom you are writing the letter, the principal, the headmistress, anybody. Do not forget to write to. And these things are going to be written on the left hand side of the letter. Then now write the official address. Once you have written the official address, write the subject of the letter in capital. And do not forget, the subject needs to be precise and short. Now, what is the subject? The subject is the purpose of your writing, why you are writing the letter. Then write your body of the letter. Before body of the letter, do not forget to greet by saying respected sir, respected ma'am. Once you start the body of your letter, do not forget to sign off properly. You have to write yours faithfully, yours sincerely, then your name and your class. I have also shown you this in the example. This was the letter in which we had to write the letter to ask for leave, to seek permission for leave. So here is the address on the right hand side, complete date. After address and the date, you have the salutation, the principal. Now the complete address, official address of the principal, subject of your letter, greeting, finally the body of your letter, and then signing off properly by writing thanking you, then yours faithfully, yours obediently, yours sincerely, anything you can write. And after that, your name and your class. And if you are not studying in any school, you can also write the course in which you are studying in your college. Okay. And if you are not in any school or your college, you are writing as an individual, you can write your name and place here. All right. So now what we are going to do? We have completed the art of letter writing. Do not forget to use the words like I assure you and I would be really grateful. Use these kind of words to get some extra marks in your exam and also to create an impression on the reader. I would be really grateful. I assure you. Keep these kind of phrases in your mind. These will really help you score extra marks. All right. So finally, we are done for today. Lesson has been completed successfully. We have learned how to write a formal letter to the principal. We discuss different situations also, whether you have to seek permission for leave, or you need to ask your principal, you need to request her to alter the fee structure or to reduce the school hours. The subject could be anything, but I hope you all are going to be confident in the art of letter writing now. Yes? Type in the comment box. Are you all confident in letter writing now? Yes? Mahima Chaudhary, I'm not having any referral code, but you can definitely download the Swiflearn Learning app, or you can visit the website www.swiflearn.com in order to get a free demo class from me. You can take a free demo class from me anytime by visiting www.swiflearn.com, India's most sincere learning destination for class 3 to 10. All right. So, what are you waiting for? You have learned the art of letter writing with me, Yashika, today. And if you want to learn more such things and you want to get a lot of knowledgeable content and words, do not forget to visit Swiflearn website today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also share the video. If you like the video, it is going to make me feel motivated. Okay? Bye, everybody. Let's meet again. This is Yashika signing off for today. We are going to meet again with Swiflearn, a new topic and an interesting one. See you once again in the next class. Bye. And those who would like to take a free demo class, do not forget to visit www.swiflearn.com. So, this is Yashika signing off. Bye. Thanks for joining, everybody. Bye bye. Take care. Keep visiting Swiflearn. See you all next time with the new content.